Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. Now, the head of a prominent institution linked with an ashram in Delhi's Vasant Kunj has been accused of molestation by as many as 17 female students. The name of the accused is Swami Chaitanyananda Saraswati, alias Partha Sarthi, who now faces a police case for harassing students, especially those from the economically weaker sections category. The Delhi police have recorded statements of 32 students, out of which 17 have accused Chaitanyananda Saraswati of sending lewd messages and making unwanted advances. Victims have also alleged that some female faculty and administrators of the institute pressured them to comply with the accused demands. The accused reportedly used a luxury red Volvo car with a fake UN embassy number plate. Police have recovered this vehicle and is hunting for the accused, whose location has been traced near Agra.
Appropriate action as per law against all co-accused.
What is taking so much long time period for the Delhi police to arrest the accused? Because the case was filed in August. What is the reason for the delay? People want to know.
Delhi police and Southwest District both are making complete and full efforts to nab the accused, and we'll be able to get him in time.
Have you been approaching the court to get the non-bailable warrant against
we are proceeding as per law.
What is very alarming that he was also using this high-end vehicle with an embassy registration number. The accused has been identified as Chetnanand Saraswati, who was working in the Sri Sharda Institute of Management. This is an institute which is linked to Sri Jagadguru Shankaracharya Mahasabha Sansthanam Dakshina, which is the Sri Sharda Peeth of Shringi. The institute has also released a statement where say that they have distanced themselves from any kind of act of this particular individual, and he has been thrown out from this peeth. Delhi police is saying that they have also received complaint regarding few of the female teachers trying to assist him. That is under investigation.
Now, Times has also got some of the details of the various messages which have been sent by Baba to the students. He has made various promises of sending them abroad, even threatening some of them with poor grades if they fail to comply. Now, the wardens working at the institute linked to the ashram are also under the scanner. Times has learned that Delhi police questioned 3 wardens of the women's hostel of the institute. Those wardens have allegedly used to send the victims to Baba. They've also made sure that the students deleted messages that they received from this particular Baba. We also are told that he specifically targeted female students from the EWS category by threatening them with marks deduction in exams. Delhi police has now issued a lookout circular against the accused, with searches being conducted across Bihar, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Uttarakhand to nab him.
This is a particular institute where this alleged incident happened. What we have got to know that out of 32, 17 complainants have already recorded their statement before the police official. There were multiple courses which were being run under this particular premises, which includes the research as well as the management courses. These were the batch of 36 students who were repeatedly verbally abused by the accused, following to which they gave a complaint to the management, and on 4th, the management finally complained it to the local authorities, which led to filing of an FIR. The police officials also took the victims to the Patiala House Court, where their statement has been recorded.
Now, this Baba has a checkered past with at least 5 cases registered against him since 2009. Let's take a quick look at what those cases are. In 2009, there's a case of forgery in the Defense Colony Police Station. In 2016, a molestation case filed by a student of the Vasant Kunj Institute. In 2025, FIR for molestation of institute students and an FIR for using fake number plates that has now been filed. There's also an FIR for cheating the mutt or the monastery, which is in fact responsible for the running of this institute. Now, there's breaking news coming in. Times now, in fact, brought out through its investigation that the accused was booked in a sexual assault case over 9 years ago, but changed his name and rejoined the institute, the Sri Sharda Institute of Indian Management, to evade law and eventually return to the Educational Institute. He has placed a small advertisement in a newspaper announcing that he's changing his name. From Swami Partha Sarthi, he's taken a new identity as Swami Chaitanyananda Saraswati, marking his formal initiation into the order of sannyas. Let's quickly take this across to Priyank. Priyank, you've accessed this particular advertisement. Take us through what exactly were the circumstances and why he was forced to change his name.
See, Madhav, in the year 2016, he was booked under the similar kind of sexual assault charges at the same institute. And what is very alarming is that even after that, he again regained this position. So certainly the connivance of the institute officials are also very important to be seen. The statement which has been released from this parent organization, which is Sri Jagadguru Shankaracharya Sri Shadha Peetham, is also important because this does not highlight the kind of sexual assault charges which the accused had. What we were waiting for the response from the institution, but we are yet to get that. We have only got the official statement. That's why the Delhi police have issued a lookout circular against him. When the accused was in London, this particular FIR was filed because the victims could gather courage to go to the police and management and lodge the complaint. There have been 5 FIRs so far. 3 have been filed recently, and the most important thing after the sexual assault is of the sections of using forged VVIP number plate, like an embassy number plate was also used. 10 of these number plates have been recovered from his person, which certainly shows that he was using these UN registration number plate to show his clout. But the position which he was holding as a managerial post for exploiting
and we
these
also
women,
in fact have the BNS sections which have been filed in that forged number plate case. It's BNS 319, BNS 3184, BNS 336 and BNS 340 and as well as BNS 61, which are all about cheating, offense of cheating, offense of forgery, false document and criminal conspiracy that Priyank is bringing to us. Let's quickly open this up and take it across to our guest now. All right, joining us is Pratibha Prahlad, renowned social political activist as well as an artist. We have Sanjay Sahay, former additional DGP of Karnataka. Yogini Harsha Richarya is a Sanatani Pracharak who's joining us. Abha Singh, lawyer and activist, is also with us, as is Yati Ma Chetnanand Saraswati Mahant Shiv Shakti Dham Dasna, who's also joining us, who is a Hindu religious leader. Let me begin with you first. Pratibha Prahlad, when you look at this kind of story coming out where there is a person who is said to be a spiritual leader, he's actually, a very important position in a management institute, and that's where students have now complained, not 1 or 2, but 17 of them who've had to actually go to the police and lodge an official complaint. The individual concerned, of course, is missing. He's no longer in Delhi. What does this really tell you, and what does this really mean in terms of how our educational institutes are run, including those by those who are supposed to be, in a sense, role models for our society?
Sexual harassment by any individual is reprehensible, but when it is committed by somebody who's entrusted with moral authority and who has a position of trust, moral trust, it's an egregious violation of trust. And I think that this particular person is a habitual offender. As you yourself said, he's committed these crimes before, changed names, and he has taken some sort of a shield under his, changed spiritual kind of an avatar that he's got now, or his name. I don't want to call him a spiritual leader because that's a shame. The Sharda Peeth that he's associated with is a very, very respected Peeta in South, in Sringeri, and I'm really happy that they have disowned him and they have said that he should be brought to book and there should be transparency of law, which
Absolutely.
will bring him, make him accountable for whatever he has done. Because these people tend to hide behind titles, they tend to hide behind influence, position of influence.
Absolutely.
And this is exploitation, especially because these girls are from economic weaker society, like you said.
Yes.
And asking them to come to his room, sending them lewd messages, promising them help.
Absolutely.
That's
But you made two
huge
very important
betrayal.
points. The institute, the Sharda Peetham itself has a distance from this individual concerned, and that's why it becomes very significant. And let me bring in Yogini Harsha Richarya. Yogini Harsha Richarya, very often people use the garb of religion as a shield, as a cover for committing the most reprehensible of crimes. And that's what Pratibha Prahlad is referring to, because even the Sharda Peeth, the Sringeri Mutt, has distanced from this individual concern.
देखिए, पहली चीज तो ये है कि कोई भी बड़ा मठ होता है, बड़ा केंद्र होता है, वहां पे जब बड़े पद पे कोई आचार्य होते हैं, कोई गुरु होते हैं, तो उनको बदनाम करने की 10 तरह से लोग इल्जाम लगाते हैं। मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि उन्होंने कुछ गलत नहीं किया होगा, लेकिन अभी चीजें 100% प्रूफ नहीं हुई हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि उनको पूरी तरह गलत घोषित करने से पहले हमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन का जो रिजल्ट आएगा उसका थोड़ा सा वेट करना चाहिए। और अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन वो गलत साबित होते
तो
हैं,
मैम ये यूएन का नंबर प्लेट क्यों रख रहे थे? कि अब आप समझा सकते हैं यदि वो सब कुछ सही है और ये बिल्कुल इनोसेंट है तो यूएन का नंबर प्लेट कहां से आ गया उनके पास?
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात मुझे अभी शाम को ही आपके चैनल के माध्यम से सारी जानकारी मिली है, ठीक है। और मैं वही आपको बोल रही हूँ कि हम इन्वेस्टिगेशन का वेट करते हैं, सारी चीजें खुल के, हर चीज के रीजन हमारे सामने आएंगे, लेकिन हम पहले इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट होने का वेट तो करें।
तो मैम वो सामने आके सफाई दे।
ताकि मैं उनको गलत बोल रही हूँ।
आपने कितने केसेस में देखा है कि एक इनोसेंट व्यक्ति भाग जाता है? अगर वो इनोसेंट है तो सामने आके अपनी बात रख भी सकते हैं।
कई बार बहुत से ऐसे केसेस होते हैं कि कई बार इंसान घबरा के बिल्कुल गायब हो जाता है और सही समय आने पे सामने भी आता है, या वो जब संभल जाता है तब सामने आता है। किसी के भी सामने एकदम से इतनी सारी चीजें हैं कि कोई भी।
Let me bring in Sanjay Sahay. Sanjay Sahay is a senior police officer. Sanjay Sahay, do you buy this explanation? That A, of course, there's no reason for the UN number plates, and B, if he's innocent, he should be facing the law.
I don't buy this argument at all. Neither do I buy the argument that Sringeri Mutt did a great job by throwing him out. They were left with no choice, and that is why they threw him out. So this fellow is a habitual offender. He has been running a sex racket. Besides whatever he was doing with the number plate, and that number plate, I think he had tens of them. So what is sufficiently very, very clear, and all these things, at least 15, 17 cases have been seen, from Asaram Bapu, 2 cases, then his son, then Nityananda, and Narayan Sai, Gurmeet Ram Rahim. So it is endless. So the pattern is very, very clear. Let's not get into which sections and what has happened. The pattern is very, very clear that the mathas are being used for running sex mafia sort of a thing. And there is absolutely no check in the name of religion, in the name of spirituality, whatever it might be. This is running amok. And victims are put in such a predicament that their whole life is getting spoiled. I would like to know one thing. When you recruit the head of any academic institution, and supposedly I presume this is an academic institution, what is the police verification done? So that's point number 1. Point number 2, what happened to those 4 or 5 cases? That's point number 2. Point number 3, he changes his name and he comes back to the same place, which means not only that he is a culprit, there is a whole setup which is working behind him to support him and to put him in that particular position. Okay. Added to that, inside the institution itself, you have at least 3 women who are supporting him and cajoling girls to do whatever this fellow wants to do. So it's a crazy situation that is just very difficult to fathom out.
Let me bring in Yati Ma Chetnanand सरस्वती, क्या जवाब देंगे जब धर्म के आड़ में लोग इस तरह की चीजें करते हैं, इस तरह की घिनौने क्राइम्स करते हैं और 17 लड़कियों ने कंप्लेंट की है? ये छोटी मोटी बात नहीं हो सकती।
देखिए माधव जी, ये क्लियर है कि सनातन ने कभी भी ऐसी चीजों को प्रमोट नहीं किया है, लेकिन अगर कोई एक व्यक्ति गलत करता हुआ पकड़ा जाता है या गलत कर रहा है, अभी हर्षा जी ने बहुत अच्छी बात कही कि अभी क्राइम प्रूवन नहीं है। मुझे लगता है कि अभी हमें वेट करना चाहिए इन्वेस्टिगेशन का, लेकिन मैं जो यहाँ पुलिस ऑफिसर बैठे हुए हैं, मैं उनकी बात का भी समर्थन करती हूँ कि पूरा एक सिस्टम ऐसे लोगों के पीछे का, अगर ये कल्प्रिट है तो इसके पीछे पूरा एक सिस्टम काम करता है। 3 महिलाएं हैं, वार्डन हैं जो, और उनको दोबारा से व्यक्ति वही रहा, लेकिन नाम बदलने के बाद उनको दोबारा से उस इंस्टीट्यूट में एंटर कराना अपने आप में सस्पिशन क्रिएट करता है कि आखिर किस इंटेंशन से उनको और क्या करने के लिए उनको उस इंस्टीट्यूट में दोबारा से एंटर कराया गया। और अब ऐसा क्या हुआ कि अचानक से 17 बच्चियां रिपोर्ट करती हैं और उनको थ्रोन आउट कर दिया जाता है। तो ये अभी जांच का विषय है, इसमें बहुत गंभीरता से इस पूरे मामले को लेना चाहिए। जो भी व्यक्ति कल्प्रिट है, सनातन ने कभी ऐसे लोगों को प्रमोट नहीं किया, कभी ऐसे लोगों की पैरवी नहीं की जो गलत कर रहे हैं। अगर वो कल्प्रिट हैं तो उनके विरुद्ध कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। हम में से कोई भी उनको सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा, लेकिन पहले जांच हो जानी चाहिए। मुझे लगता है कि हो सकता है बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि मठ के अंदर की कुछ कॉन्स्पिरेसीज होती हैं जिसके थ्रू ऐसे एलिगेशंस लगाए जाते हैं, और इस बात को नकारा नहीं जा सकता। कर्नाटक में अभी एक मामला सामने आया था, बहुत हो हल्ला हुआ और उसके बाद बिल्कुल इसी सिचुएशन में वो सब फेक साबित हुआ। तो थोड़ा वेट करना चाहिए। निश्चित रूप से जो व्यक्ति लगातार एलिगेट हो रहा था, जिसके विरुद्ध लगातार एफआईआर हो रही थी, उसको दोबारा से उन एलिगेशन
Okay, and there's some more breaking news coming in. In fact, we've accessed a complaint copy where, in fact, some of the students have come out to say that money was demanded from EWS students in the EWS category, and they got to know about this institution which takes students in EWS category. We gave the online examination, appeared through the scrutiny. When we reached the institute, we met the registrar and a sum of 60,000 was demanded from us. It's just so shocking on multiple levels, Abha Singh. It's mind-boggling. You have a UN number plate card, you have these allegations of sexual harassment, and now you have the EWS category that has reportedly been abused. Abha Singh.
Absolutely, and when this lady was saying that maybe there is an intrigue or something, I would like to ask her that the first FIR was in Defence Colony Police Station in 2009. That was of molestation and fraud. The second complaint was of molestation in Vasant Kunj. Now this is the third. 3 complaints and Delhi police is sitting quiet over it. How do these Swamis and Godmen survive? They cannot be without political patronage or police protection. So who is the godfather behind all this? That needs to be interrogated, needs to be investigated. And since he already is facing another complaint, I think Makoka should be slapped on him, because the charges which have been put, as you read out, 75(1) of DNS, he will get bail in a day. So let us put Makoka on him and ensure that he does not get bail. He appears to be a proper scamster the way he is evading arrest. Last seen in Agra, there are police teams running around, does not even have the shame to surrender and apologize to the nation that I am behaving like a godman, but my work is of a devil and a demon.
Okay.
So I think what are the hidden hands which are protecting such godmen, that also needs to be investigated.
We'll have to leave it there. Abha Singh, Pratibha Prahlad, Sanjay Sahay, Yogini Harsha Richaria, and Yati Ma, Chetnanand, Saraswati. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Certainly it's a case that is extremely sensational. We're going to be following up on all the developments as far as this case is concerned. Slipping into a quick break.